Hey, good morning everybody. Lawrence Michael, Operations Manager for Air Quality Remediation, making another weekly tutorial video. We're doing probably a one-day basement mold remediation project. It won't take very long. Those of you that watch our weekly videos know that I normally post a first day project walkthrough and then a final video on the last day. But since this is just a one-day project, we'll probably just do the one video. We may post some after remediation pictures on our Facebook or other social media pages, so definitely look out for those of you that are interested in seeing what the project looks like when it's completed. But as always, for those of you that watch our other videos, you know we always start with our containment door, which blocks off the affected area from the unaffected area. In this case, it's the unfinished basement to the finished basement. And as always, our containment door consists of caution, do not enter tape, and a warning signage, letting everybody else know who may be on site or on the property, know that authorized personnel only in this area, and they have to wear all the required PP if they're going to enter inside the affected area. In this case, we have our negative air machine, our HEPA negative air machine. As always, HEPA is high efficiency particle air. In this case, we have it ducted through the actual containment door, and then running through the unaffected area outside the window here. Reason being is inside the affected area, which is the unfinished basement, there is no windows, so there's no way to create that negative air pressure from inside the affected area. It's not totally uncommon. This is a way to be able to create negative air pressure without an actual venting or window or door option inside the affected area. So all we do is we have our HEPA air scrubber inside the containment area, inside the affected area, and then we just duct that HEPA air scrubber outside and then run it through the window, which is still creating negative pressure inside the affected area, but it still allows us to be able to create that negative pressure without the actual access. So just as a quick look, we'll go inside our containment. We'll close our door behind us. So as you can see, the HEPA air scrubber runs through the containment door. This is our HEPA 500. And I said in one of my last videos that if you guys were interested in seeing how a HEPA air scrubber works, the filter changes, maintenance on them, how to determine how many air changes per hour you're creating in any space, I would make that video. I haven't really gotten any comments on the video, so either you guys aren't interested or we just don't have the fan base to, comment on our videos. So maybe I'll go ahead and make a video anyway. I think it's good information to determine how many air changes per hour you're getting in any space based on the square footage of the affected area. But anyway, this is a HEPA 500, which means it does 500 CFMs, cubic feet per minute, and we take that number and we divide it by how many square feet is inside this containment area to determine how many air changes we're getting per hour. You need a minimum of 4 air changes per hour inside the affected area. But like I said, I'll go into that video later on if people are interested. So we can see here, this is the unfinished basement area. We didn't paint this wall. The homeowners who are selling the house painted this wall at some point with probably dry lock or kills. In a nutshell, they had a leak. This is an exterior wall. Had a leak outside, and it caused mold growth on some studs and decking and the foundation walls and some plywood. So the sellers painted everything. Obviously, when they went to sell the house, the home inspector noted it. So now here we are to do the remediation correctly and properly so that they can go to the closing table and get the house sold. So we can see here on the bottom of this particle board, some mold growth is coming through. We can also see here on this water softener tank, there's a good amount of mold growth there. You can also see on the fridge that's still here, as well as on the hot water heater, as well as on the air conditioning unit itself. as I've said in my other videos, we have all types of instruments to determine relative humidity, moisture content, particle meters, all these, special things. But honestly, a bright flashlight is what finds the mold spores much easier for me. So when I do an assessment, 95% of the time, I just use a really bright flashlight, and that really makes these mold spores and this mold growth pop out. So we can see it on some floor joists and decking here. So just as a quick note, I've seen homeowners do this a lot. They'll try to put Kills on something. Kills makes zero claims that it is a antimicrobial, a surfactant, an EPA's approved disinfectant, none of those things. Kills doesn't kill mold, it doesn't treat mold, it's not an antimicrobial. Kills just has a really good marketing plan. It's a genius marketing scheme. They call it Kills, and people just assume that it kills mold. It doesn't. Kills makes zero claims that it kills mold. It's just a marketing technique. So I get all the time homeowners say, why put Kills on it? Okay, but that doesn't kill mold, it doesn't treat mold, it doesn't remove mold, it doesn't do any of those things. It's just called Kills. It's just a genius marketing technique, and good for Kills. That's how they get their sales. They have a good marketing scheme, and it works. So, but for mold remediation, for the professional certified mold technician, we don't use Kills because it doesn't actually make any claims of killing anything. So we will have to wire brush all these surfaces, HEPA vacuum, sanitize with an actual antimicrobial solution, which is also an EPA's approved disinfectant, and then we'll encapsulate these surfaces with an antimicrobial sealer. That'll prevent future mold growth from occurring, and then we'll go through the entire basement and we'll decontaminate everything, again with a HEPA vacuum and an antimicrobial solution. So everything gets vacuumed and wiped down before we remove the containment and remove the air scrubber when we're finally done. So this entire unfinished basement area will get HEPA vacuumed and sanitized. In this case, we're using Benefact Decon 30, which is right over here. This is Benefact Decon 30. This is an antimicrobial solution. It also has low VOCs, which are volatile organic compounds, which is the odor that you get, as well as we use an antimicrobial sealer. So we'll go through, we'll treat all the mold growth in this area, we'll decontaminate all the surfaces, and like I said, I probably won't make an after video today just because it's such a small job. It's just a one-day thing. But I'll probably post some after remediation photos on our Facebook and other social media pages. So like I said, if you guys are interested in that, definitely check us out on our other social media platforms. If you have any questions or concerns, have any indoor air quality issues in either your residential or commercial property, definitely give us a call. We're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I appreciate everybody watching the video, and we'll see you on the next one.